Today we're looking at section 6.4, and this is entitled Indian Removal. This is President Andrew Jackson right here. Well, our essential question is, why was the Indian removal allowed? Why was it allowed? This is President Andrew Jackson, and President Jackson signed the Indian Removal Act in 1830. It allowed the president to send in soldiers to remove Indians, and here you can see the Indians, even in front of their families, they're being cuffed and dragged off and from their land, from their homes. The Indians were moved west of the Mississippi River into Oklahoma. Many died of disease, hardships, and hunger along the way. I'll talk more about these later, but these are known as the Trail of Tears, these images that I'm showing you. And these are images that were drawn depicting what it would have been like based on the Trail of Tears. So here's Alabama, here's Mississippi, and so the Indians were moved west of the Mississippi. West is over here, and so here is present-day Oklahoma. Some Choctaw did not leave Alabama. They hid here's some hiding in swamps and forests to kind of give you a visual of what that looked like. There are ancestors of Choctaw now living in the state of Alabama. From 1831 to 1834, the Chickasaw and the Choctaw were moved by the U.S. Army to the Mississippi River. So, Chickasaw and the Choctaw, they were moved from all the way to the Mississippi River, which runs along the edge of the Mississippi, west of the Mississippi. So they were moved here to the U.S. Army. And from there, they had to walk all of this way across all of this land to present-day Oklahoma. Many didn't have enough food to eat or blankets to keep them warm. Several chiefs signed a treaty giving up Creek land in Alabama and Georgia. Many Creeks were angry and killed the chiefs. President Adams refused to honor the treaty since it was not agreeable to the state. By 1832, however, the push was on and most Creek were moved to the Indian Territory. So most of them were here in Oklahoma now, which was the Indian Territory. A small group were left behind and became the Poarch Creek Indians. The Cherokee were eventually forced to move too in 1835. They were the last Indians removed from the state. President Jackson forced them to move, though, and some hid in the mountains. Many suffered and died along the way, giving the path the name of the Trail of Tears. So here they are traveling. Here are the Indians, and they're traveling. They're making their way. So the Army got them to West Mississippi, which is where the Mississippi River is, and they had to go along the rest of the way. And this is them along the way. And you see that they're sad. They're being kicked out of their land. You can see it on their faces. You can read their faces and see that they're full of emotion. This lady right here is the one that says it all for me. This lady right here. So even though this looks kind of close, all the way from West Mississippi across Arizona, and then the nations went to different parts of Oklahoma. And so different Indian nations went to different parts.